Hey everyone, Hussein here. It's been a while that I've made another video of Uncharted was online, especially regarding a skill grind. Mainly because I have been lately busy to make new play guide series, which is currently on hold because of the new server they have released named Ventus, which we are currently in. And you see me with a different character here, which is a reincarnation from Teresa Apocalypse. In this video, we're gonna cover another skill that we're gonna grind, and that is unlock skill. For those who don't know, unlock skill is pretty commonly used in adventure to unlock the locked chest to get the discovery or to disarm traps of the discovery, so you can obtain the discovery that you desire. It is also used to unlock consumables chest that has unlock skill attached to it. It's not the case with this one, but you have sometimes those kind of chests that does require to unlock it. So it unlocks skill, you are allowed to open those chests to get some cool items out of it. It's also used in dungeons to avoid traps from the treasure chests that you attempt to open. That can occasionally occur, and with higher skill rank you have high success rate to avoid that. And it is also used to unlock chests from shipwrecks that you do occasionally. So it has quite some application for adventure, and it is a pretty important skill, especially in its refinement that also increases the dungeon loot, which is a very appealing refinement skill to have. So in this video I will show you the fastest way to grind the unlock skill, and that is through farming maps. Now how does that work? As most of you can guess by browsing archive to get the desired map. How does it work? So the first thing you do is you have to find the archive where your desired map is, either treasure or discovery map, and you browse it until you get it. Once you do, you trade that map to your alt or to your friend that carries the map. Once you do that, you are able to browse the archive again to get the same map that you are looking for. And you keep repeating this process until you have stockpiled your alt or a friend with maps. And all those maps can be carried to the destination to get the treasure or the discovery. And then let the huge amount of unlocked province rain! Now there are two kinds of maps that you can farm for unlock grind. The discovery map and a treasure map that I've mentioned earlier from the explanation. Both of them can have unlock requirement attached to it. Now let's start with the discovery map. With the discovery map, you make the discovery through using also unlock skill to unlock the locked discovery, or if it has a trap. As a result, you also earn a breaching skill proficiency, which can be geo, archaeology, etc. And if you have the right union, you also earn cultural contribution, which is very handy because it's a very pain to grind that. And you can earn quest mediation, permit, social abilities, persuasion, and clues by going through this path, which you will see later. And you will earn a court rank as well, depending how far you are with the values in reporting discoveries. The drawback is, however, that it is quite tedious to deplete the maps because you have to report the discovery every single time before you can reuse the map again. So keep that in mind, and there aren't that many options to do. Actually there are, however you have to report those discovery in a much further distance, making it too difficult to choose options for it. The treasure map on the other hand is much faster to deplete, because all you have to do is to get to the treasure destination, and once you unlock it you have the loot already, and you can immediately use the next map again to get another loot. And there are so many treasure maps options you can pick from to do this. However, the drawback is that you have to have inventory depending which one you're doing. However, one of the unique thing about treasure map is that you have also sunken shipwrecks from geo maps that can even give a recognition proficiency in case you aim to grind recognition as well. The drawback is obviously you do not earn any appraising skill proficiency like geo, archaeology, theology, appraisal, art, etc. So keep that in mind. The following things you have to prepare for map farming is as follow: having sufficient amount of ducats for browsing the archives, and having headache medications helps tremendously, so you don't have to port up once you get a headache from browsing archives. As I mentioned earlier, having someone or an alt to carry your maps helps a lot. They can take your maps so you can farm the same map again that you're looking for. Alongside having the required language skill, having a fleet member or your alt that has language skill works fine as well. Be sure to check out Oxford skill in case you have hide treasure or discover maps enabled, otherwise you run the risk that you do not get those maps at all. Same thing for checking if the side map you are looking for is already in your bank, vault, binder, storage, etc. That is very important to check. In case you do the report pathway, have a sober item in case you do this through the barmaid. And as always, bring friends with you in case they are all seeking for unlock grind. Granted, they need quite a unlock skill to do so. There may be more preparations that I may have forgot to mention. I will put the information under the description. This video will be pretty long after this short explanation, so I will put timestamp into it. Feel free to watch how I do all of this to make it very realistic how the grind looks like. Without further ado, let's get to the main part of the video. Well, let's go to the archive where the scholar is to get the discovery map with unlock skill that leads us to Istanbul. Gonna show you how I found the map, which you can use it for yourself to do it as well, to help yourself grind unlock skill considerably. Again, be sure to have plenty of headache medication because you're gonna need those for a while. Now, as you can see, I have two of my alts here. They're gonna take my treasure maps, which I will do that through bazaring instead of trading, which is, for my experience, faster. Again, you can do this also with a friend that can take your maps to carry them with you. So I'm gonna put the alts in the position first. And I'm gonna set already a bazaar. A random map at 200 ducats so that the bazaar status remains safe and that no one else purchased my bazaar. So I don't have to enable each time. Now let's start reading. Browse, and then browse is much faster than browse consecutively. By consecutively there's a delay being involved, which costs more time. So the best way is by clicking this over time to get faster results. It's a bit tedious, but you will get the maps up much faster this way. And look what we have! We have the map already. So what you do is you bazaar it, 1 ducat, and I'm gonna use my alt who's coming to purchase it, and then he gets the map. I will show you his inventory in a bit, but I'm gonna show you first with Claire because Claire has some more slots at the moment. And that way you can just continue the next browsing. It's, by the way, also a great way to get treasure hunt clues, as you probably can see. Now we have another map. Now we are on Claire's screen. I'm gonna show you. Like, she got also some maps purchased for my main, and I'm gonna bazaar the next treasure map on her. And once that's done, you go on your alt or one of your friends checks the bazaar, and then you can purchase the map, and then the person doing the archive can try to get the next map again. And over time, you will build your maps on your inventory over that you can fill in, and again, be sure that you have all the slots for the binder, because then you can save so many maps that can save a lot of time to go back and forth to grind the unlock skill or any discovery skill. I'll show an example on the Husokami now, because he is already full. Like, as you probably can see, I have stored at least 34 discovery maps involving a lock skill. So I've at least saved a considerable amount of maps for this. I will go for 50 first, and then we go to Istanbul, and then I will show an example how much unlocked proficiency you will gain from it. So we're gonna now swap to Day. Now we should be in about 50 maps. We can head to Istanbul at this point. There we go. On our way to Istanbul. Here we are at Istanbul. Now we go first to the bank, and I'm gonna open a shared storage of all my Husokami, where you will store all the maps. There's gonna be some process behind it. So we're gonna go on this screen. You can get these occasionally from events or from another player. Usually I don't prefer using them, otherwise you will become too dependent on them. But when it comes to storing maps, these can be very ideal to do so. It's quite a lot of work to carry those maps, but at the end it does pay off at the end, which you will see. Whoa. And that makes having 50 maps in total. We're gonna take the first 10 out, then hand it to Terry. Gonna give these items temporarily. Now we're gonna put these aside, we don't need them. Gonna change my job temporarily. To get Persuasion skill. Luckily I have a job that does cover that. This allows me to report also quests to the barmaid. Now back to archaeology. Since I have skill notes, if you have a skill active, you can double check if archaeology unlock that is given, and this one I'll set on sociability, but that one is maxed out already. I also put it on persuasion skill. In case you want to grind it, but these are less relevant. The main focus here is unlock skill anyway. Since my unlock is barely rank 10, I am better off to use golden clip. Ensure the success rate of it. Or at least increase its chance, because again, even fill at 1 rank above, but you have high odds on succeeding it. Okay, how far will we get with 50 maps? Shall we? Search is this. Archaeology is here. And the lock is here. Oh yeah, and I can obviously check if I have Empress. No luck. Gonna use a charm box. Lightning charm. Keep in mind that Venice has a bonus event ongoing, so you may earn less proficiency than I do depending if you serve as a booster ongoing or not. So just keep that in mind. And there we go. And so we have gained quite some proficiency out of it. Did my alt get... And this is also to keep in mind. The people that follow you on fleet, they do only gain proficiency if they meet a quite unlocked skill rank. That's why it's a bit important when it comes to that. To make sure that they have also the quite unlocked skill, otherwise it won't work. So first I'm gonna show you the way how to report this discovery. And the estate happens to be here. And she happens to prefer historical relic, allowing you to grind sociability that way. And now we move back and we're gonna use the next map. And this is the cycle that we're gonna repeat over and over. Time for another discovery. Not bad for young proficiency. This is far enough to get Hey, as you probably see, you need a lot of maps in order to maximize a lock skill rank. But it is totally worth it, much faster than any other method as far as we know, unless they release something in the future that gives an alternative method. These updates then I will keep under the description of the video in case that happens. Now I'm gonna show you the alternative. With Persuasion skill you can also report discovery to the barmaid. Field of Adventure, select. Alright, then rank up immediately. Whoa! That's insane. But as you can see, the route is much shorter and this allows me to do the discovery much faster. So in case you don't mind missing out some quest mediation permit, this is the way to go. Oh, archaeology ranked up very fast. That's a steep one. Yeah, apparently we get more search and archaeology proficiency than unlock. As you probably know, because of that, by doing this pathway of unlock grind, you actually max out all discovery skill as well by doing so. So I think I end up refining search and archaeology before I even get to refine unlock. Oh wait, that was the last map. It's gonna take a while to use all of those maps, so I will be fast forwarding the video. Well, meanwhile, I apparently forgot that I was doing a thesis for this one. I completed a quest. Wait, I can actually report that to the scholar. I'm far from done with using up all the maps, but there's more to... Might as well do it again. Wait, maybe I discovered maps. Yeah, this can also help. I got drunk recently and I forgot to bring sober medicine, so I don't even know if I'm still drunk, so we're gonna see. Yeah, we can't. Do I have to report to Rosalina? I mean, Rosanna. Tay, we have rank 10! I mean, there's still quite some map remaining and search skill will go up as well. And whew, archaeology goes wild. Well, let's forward again. Alright, we have 4 maps left. And then we are done with this round and you will get another archaeology rank up, which is nuts. So yeah, let's finish up the rest. Oh yeah! So this will be the last one. Then let's check how many provinces you gain after using 50 maps. That's a steep amount of research proficiency. Archaeology especially is also been pretty nuts. As you can see, unlock kind takes much longer, but even for a lock skill, we gained approximately 15,000 proficiency. So that is kinda a considerable jump. I will show you then also the treasure map pathway, which we're gonna go to Venice. Gonna pick up my alts. Here we are. And we're gonna give her the discovery. Now I'm gonna change my job to Rune Explorer because you will, for this next method, it will involve appraisal, which archaeology does not favor it. Actually, Rune Explorer was a better job to start with, so it's kind of my bad. Forgot headache medication. Alright, let's get those beloved treasure mappies. Yeah, we didn't got the treasure map that we want yet. No, that is neither. Ah yeah, that's the one we need. Are we gonna bazaar it again? 200 and then... And then we're gonna repeat this again. And this one is also a good alternative. Okay, we have not that many maps, but this just to show you the alternative way if you want to go for more treasure maps. I've noticed for this case at least that it takes a while to get the map compared to the discovery map from St.PEtersburg. Now my alt has a lock rank 4 and rank 3 respectively, so the one in Athens has only rank 2 unlocked, so we're gonna see if they get proficiency as well for that matter. Let's head over there. I probably took the wrong route. Okay, I was right. Good thing that I didn't took the other route. Now we're gonna see if my odds do also get in the unlock provincie. Yes, they do. So if they have the unlock requirement, they can actually get it too. It doesn't give as much proficiency as the one that I did for archaeology, but it's a good way to farm massive tailoring tools. That is until Sea of Wonders has been added. I forgot landmark ribbon on Husokami, hence I've got the part where I had to head with them all the way over here. I apologize. Now we go to Turkey, so Turkey West Coast happen to be nearby. Now let's check for this map. I have only 3 of those. And I'm curious if that gives somewhat more unlock proficiency. It should definitely get the... Oh, there's an elemental bandit. May come back that for later after the guidance is done. Okay, it's not given to my alts anymore. But definitely gives more search and unlock. Yeah, thought so. These damask fabric can be sold for a quite high profit. In case you want to make also some trade XP out of it. Sells especially well in the northern area of Europe. Now, there's always the next province you can get, so this is a better alternative if you want to go for, but it definitely takes some more inventory space. Which resulted as unlocked to go up even further. Fast forwarding. Because I forgot. Maybe I can. Phew, luckily that works too. You can go via search and I love the search function sometimes. It's only work in land and ports. I haven't. This doesn't work at sea, as far as I know. Let's head back to Istanbul, and there's the final part for unlock grind that I will go through. Oh snap! I did not realize it. Of course. Okay, so apparently the alternative map that I want to show you had a pre-quest attached to it, named the Father's Bag. It is a quest that involves about Shengjin. I'm gonna make sure to show the chain quest here and put the link in the description, because it was not really clear on the website and until I went deeper into it, because I actually tried the map early and apparently it did not appear for me until you complete this quest. So now let's see if it works out. Because I want to show you multiple extra ways to grind and unlock. There's way more, but I just love to show extra demonstration. Because why not? But keep in mind to swap the weasel, since that's the primary focus on it. This is the map we are talking about. As usual, one of my alts purchased a map too, so I can quickly swap back to farm another. Oh wow! Okay, this is a very interesting one. My appraisal isn't rank 15, is it? Wait, it is. Ah, that explains. That makes more sense. I was thinking it was not rank 15, but I forgot I had my hat on. That might side for the in-between interference. Alright, we have about 20 of those maps. We are gonna set sail to Anping. And here we arrived at our destination. We're gonna try this alternative method. The question is which house mansion this one takes place, so we're gonna grab the maps from Hisokami that has gathered all those maps. So starting off, we have so many appraisal provinci and this amount of unlock. And it's definitely gonna rank up again. However, I have to grab some items from the bank. This one requires a significant high unlock skill. Ah, this is the right one. The drawback is that the NPC that you report the quest to is not showing on the map here, so you have to manually go for it. So in case you are very lazy to do that, the first method I've shown in Istanbul is a better one. Sweet, rank 11 unlock. No, this goes pretty well. I can tell. The amount of unlock provision you get, I'm gonna estimate it. We're gonna do it one more time and then we're gonna fast forward the video. It's about the same unlock proficiency. But as rank goes up, it becomes much slower. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna fast forward the video because it will take a while to use up all the maps, and otherwise the video is getting long. So let's see what the how much proficiency we get from those maps. Alright, we are almost through the maps. And appraisal went rank up again to rank 11 already, which is it was kind of to be expected considering the high ranking of this map. And Chuch is also kind of close to get the rank up as well. But keep in mind, this is also invented at the start of the server while Boost is ongoing, so it may take maybe almost twice as long for what you're doing. I do recommend doing this, especially when the server boost is ongoing, run by the host or the developer. So whenever that happens, be sure to grab the chance, because even though this map method is pretty fast, it's still quite tedious. Anyway, let's use up the last map. Oh, we actually almost leveled up as well from that. That's actually funny. And that was it. I've also noticed that I forgot you could actually use the dogs to run a little bit faster, but I don't see that much difference. We also gain quite some cultural contribution by using the right union, which I may correct at the start of the video, but be sure to have the right union when you do the map discovery method instead of treasure map, because you do get some nice cultural contribution for that. Now, we're gonna report this. And I will continue with my unlock grind as of making this video, because it is gonna be quite a journey, but that is how the hardcore unlock grind works, as you can see. And we have at least almost 100 maps done, and we gained at least 2 ranks already. It is very insane if you ask me. So that was the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. It's probably a very long one, I'm not sure after I edit the video, so I just hope it's not too long for you all. I will make sure to put the timestamp for it as usual. And ooh, nice looking ship over there. But anyways, so this is one way to grant your unlock skill. I make sure to put a link in the description or any details in case the video may get outdated in the future or if something changes in the game. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching the video, and hope this method helped you out a lot. I personally find the archaeology map still much faster, despite this map in Anping being a high rank. One of the most important things is to find a map on archive that spawns more frequently, and in my experience, the ones from St.PEtersburg with the rank 10 unlocked archaeology map was the better one. So yeah, there are so many ways maps that can lead to buildings or ports where you can report your quests at the same time in the location. I mean, the discovery at the same time in the same location. Or if you are too lazy to report the discoveries from maps, you can always do the treasure maps. But that's neglect that you don't get the appraisal priest discovery province. So it's up to you which path you want to take. I hope this video gives you an idea how to grind the unlock skill. And with that being said, I hope you all had learned something from it. And yeah, that was it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Cheers!